Hello everybody, it's Evan from Chudlet GT back with another video. Today I'm going to be playing a little Shapes 2 and talking about um, shapes and automation games. This is going to be kind of a different sort of video where I'm going to be actually more interested on the actual gameplay that I'm doing, or more commentative on the actual gameplay that I'm doing and giving my my live reaction to some of this stuff. Now, my experience with games like this, right? I've played Shapes 1. I recently played or bought and played that. You know, it's nice and cheap, so no problems there. So we probably should rotate this. I've also played, of course, classics like Satisfactory and Factorio, and that's about it. Well, you know, I've got some experience in like the Create mod, if you count that, but I'd say my experience is Shapes, Satisfactory, and Factorio. And so right off rip, some things I liked about Shapes, obviously, or the Shapes franchise, is that it does resource management differently, which I think is it's cool. You know, it's good to see more focus on the puzzly aspect of it, because obviously in Satisfactory and Factorio both, you kind of just build machines that do all the steps for you, and you work on the grand scale just like factories and, you know, resource management, power management, malls, you know, stuff like that. Where in this game it's more focused on the puzzly aspect of creating the right product using these interworking smaller machines. So that's, I think, very interesting. Now, something that Shapes 2 is doing differently than Shapes 1 that obviously is massive to see is the layers. And I'm not quite sure how I feel about it. I mean, the space restriction too, because in Shapes there is no, it's just a flat land, but in this one there is space restrictions, though I'm not quite sure if there's any limit to how many of, yeah, it doesn't look like there's much of a limit to how many of these I can have. So there really isn't a space restriction, but it kind of makes you feel like there is. And there aren't belts. I mean, not belts, underground belts. There's so far at least, that might be a, oh no, that looks like a splitter or something that I haven't unlocked yet. But they have this, the belt launcher. So I haven't really experimented with it yet, but we'll see how it works. Now, some things that I'd say Factorio and Satisfactory benefit from when it comes to their let me see how this catcher works. When it comes to the, oh, is it specific? No, it'll catch from anything. Interesting. I don't know. We'll see how this works out. But one thing that it has is that you have more of a player character in a sense. So like, you know, I don't know. It's easier to create a narrative. I don't know. It's easier to get the player to want to interact with the world, I think, because when I'm playing, I mean, especially Satisfactory, or no, especially Factorio. You know, the whole fighting the natural inhabitants, natural creatures of the world. It is a, you know, its quirk, you could say, because neither of these games have that. I mean, this game you aren't really a person. They're trying to tell a little bit more of a story than Shapes 1. Shapes 1 was basically all just automation and playing the game. So I'm currently trying to use these things as belts, but it's feeling pretty chunky, which I don't know, it was pretty chunky in the first game too, so I don't necessarily see too much of a difference. Alright, so this is gonna give me not enough, not quite enough. So I'm going to copy this. And then if I hit V, yeah. What was I trying to say? Oh, yeah. A big thing too that this is not necessarily missing, but that I enjoy a lot about the Satisfactory and Factorio is the base building aspects. Obviously, you can, I'm sure, do some sort of decorating and whatever in this game, but it's just not, you know, a prime focus like it would be in, especially Satisfactory. I spend a lot of time building bases, and I think that's really fun. Interesting. Yeah. Because when it comes down to it, it's like at the eventually I'm going to get kind of bored of just doing all the automation and the actual building, because it is quite repetitive, right? By nature, you're doing, I mean, you do your thing, and then you meet your goal. You know, you build a big factory to meet your goal, and then once you meet your goal, there's a new goal, and you have to build a new big factory. You know, so right, it can be a little repetitive, and it can get stale, and I think that's where oh, that's where Satisfactory in particular shines, is that it has a very strong base building aspect. So I can see, in terms of hours, right, the most hours that I've played in the games, it goes Satisfactory at 1, Factorio at 2, and then Shapes at 3. And that's just because there is more things to occupy my time with in Satisfactory when I get bored, right? Because if I'm bored of the automation, I grow tired of, you know, building factories and stuff like that, I can always just build. Oh wait, yeah, I have many. I have 4 full belts of stuff, or 8 full belts of stuff. So I'll have to split this off. Is that a thing I can do? Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So I grow tired sometimes of all the endless automation. So I focus on the base building, and I have a lot of fun. Just making a cool mall, you know, or whatever you'd call it. And I honestly spend probably half the time, or yeah, maybe not half, but a significant portion of the time I'm playing Satisfactory, just base building. So, when it comes to a game like, I guess I could talk about Factorio. Factorio has some base building, obviously. You know, set up. You can get your brick floorings all set up and looking nice. You can get your walls going. You can. There's stuff you can do. But in a game like Shapes, that's not really an aspect of that the game intends to focus on. So I guess I'm more limited in my creative endeavors. So I find that when I'm playing, when I was playing Shapes 1, and I got bored of the automation, I just stopped playing the game. You know. Ugh. But I have, I don't know, maybe Shapes 2 has, I mean, this looks cool, I guess. I think it said in the tooltip that it can be used for decoration. I doubt it, but this does have more I do think this is more appealing because of the more options for building and trying to make everything clean and nice, I guess. I don't know. What do we got going on here? My flow, is it not perfect? No, the flow's perfect. Okay. Got a little scared for a second. How do I? Oh, that's probably the floors. Maybe? No. Yeah. Anyway, so I do have the most time on Satisfactory because of the fun little base building aspects, and we'll see how it translates into or we'll see how this game handles that stuff. All right, now I've got some. Well, I do have a main goal to focus on, which would be this. So I'm gonna do a miner, and then we're gonna put some boosters on it, and then I'm gonna build. Probably gonna build a double here. Alright. Yeah. Anyway, so this is definitely a different experience than my typical video. Because normally I know what I want to say, but I am experiencing this in real time. So there is a lot more thought that has to go in to be entertaining. I don't know. I'm not very good at this, but you know, that's the whole point. I'm trying to get better, so bear with me, right? Now, what do I want to do here? Do 4 cutters. See, 4 cutters is the required amount to do 1 belt, a full belt. So if I do 4 cutters and then on these sides, I can funnel this main urethra of shapes down here to get what I want. But I don't need, I need this, but I need the top block. So I'm gonna rotate this. Is this 180? Yeah. I rotate it 180, or no, because the cutting, or the incinerating half destroyer incinerates the west. The west has fallen. So I think I have to do something like this. And then, yes, yes, and then 1 more rotation to get it there. Maybe? That looks about right. Then I need to just figure out how to do the belting, which I could probably use the 2nd layer for, because there's kind of a big wind up, right? Or honestly, I have access to this right here. Or maybe I'll do that down here. I don't know. One thing about the copy and pasting in Shapes 1 that I didn't like is that there wasn't an option to like smoothly flip it over mirror it over the horizontal line. So if you're building like this, I want to flip it horizontally, mirror it to place a clone of it here. So let's give it a shot. Oh, okay. Hello. All right, let's see what we got here. I can rotate it. I can save it to the blueprints in my blueprint library. I don't think there was a blueprint library in the first game. Either that or I was just not utilizing it, which would have been a shame because I probably could have made use of it. The extent that I got in the first game was building a bad mam. So, you know, I didn't really utilize I didn't get all my milk. I didn't squeeze as hard as I could have. if you understand what I'm saying. All right, so we're gonna take this up and come along here. This is one thing I'm not a big fan of so far on my first read is the I have to like hit E every time. But maybe that's a skill issue and there's actually something that fixes it. So or something that I don't know that I could do. I mean, low-key, I could probably do this. Yeah, it's a lot better. You love to see it. Brain activated. Alright, and this gives me the two shapes I need for the one shape I need for the main quest and the... I'm confused. The one shape I need for the main quest and then the, one shape I need for the side job, I think is what it's called. Yeah, the job. Alright. Let me... I honestly think... Does this work? Ooh, it does? Oh, interesting. That possibly we copy this whole thing. Wait, stop, I want both layers. Is this both layers? Hold on. I'm struggling. Copied. And then just do a little bit of something like this. Yeah, alright. This should give me everything I need. This is 8 full basic belts. So keep that in mind. Can I hit something like this? Yeah, that's cool. Love to see that. We're gonna swing it just around to here. No, we aren't gonna do that. Because I need... Ooh. Because I'm gonna need 2 ports, I think, right? Right. Yeah. Until I can increase the speed of my conveyor. Oh, wait. There's a second floor. Isn't there? Does this... I don't know. Alright, we're just gonna do this. Anyways, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do like a bunch of cuts and make this like an actual polished video, or if I'm gonna go classic Chud style, you know, just raw. That's probably not the right way to say that, but you know what I mean. The Chudlet GT Classic being no editing. We'll see how I'm feeling. Okay, so I've set up the belts, and now it's just a matter of waiting, but we can go back up here. I wonder if I can filter... Well, I actually don't need either of these anymore, either of these shapes anymore, so... Oh god. I can instead opt to okay, well, okay. I would probably honestly want 2000 is a lot of shapes. This is 4 belts of full So it'd be 2 belts. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Stacker is 6. Yeah, so we could have 2 full belts of full circles, red full circles. Which is probably method. But then the question is what to do with these things. Because I need a colorless. So if I really wanted, I could split it in half. And then I could put the 2 corners back together. So that'd be 2. That'd be 3. It would make 1 full belt. I don't mind that rate, honestly. So, what would that look like? I would need to rotate both of these to be on that side, yeah. Like this. And then I would need to do stacking. Sort of like this. I think the music from this game, oh shit, is the same, if I'm not wrong, as the music from the first game, which is, the music from the first game was good, but I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a little disappointing, right? I mean, right, you know, it makes sense that they would make new music for this game, but I don't know the story. I don't know if Shapes 1 was just like a demo for the full Shapes 2 game that they're working on, because it is, I guess I would say it is quite a significant upgrade. Not that Shapes 1 is bad by any means, but this is quite different. I need these ones to be on top, actually. So I'm gonna do Forbidden Tech. I might save that as like a permanent blueprint or something, because it's really nice. I just leveled up the main quest. Yeah, so I'm not sure how I want to do videos like this. What I might do is have some unrelated story to talk about, come up with something like that, because that might be smarter. Or what I might do is just have bigger gaps or like play the game for this amount of time and progress this far, and then come back and fill you guys in and show you what I'm doing and the processes. I don't know. You know, it's all very new to me. So, well, that's probably a dumb thing to do. It's all very new to me, so whatever just seems to end up working is just what's gonna happen. I would love to hear suggestions in the comments, of course, you know. My favorite thing is reading comments. As a small YouTuber, it makes my day to see people care about what I'm doing. Which, by the way, I think everybody should try. Just going for it, you know. Also, I made a poop butt shape here. Forgot to do the spinning or whatever it's called. Yeah, I definitely recommend everybody to just give it a whirl, because honestly, no reason not to. Except if you're scared. But like, come on, man. What are you scared of? That's kind of what I figured. Yeah, there wasn't really anything to be scared of. It's just random people online that, hey, maybe they're mean to you, but who cares, you know? It's just random people online. At the end of the day, that's all it boils down to. I'd like to keep this belt line here. Maybe I'll keep it in the air. Then I'll bring it down here like this, and then I'll do something like that. And for these two, I don't want to make the same mistake I did. I do need to rotate these. Then we'll bring it up. Like this, perchance. This one, on the other hand, I can keep down. I think that should be safe. Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Cool factory. Oh, that's right. Interesting. Why is this not working? What have I done wrong? I'm confused. It just backed up. I guess. I don't know. I could tell you if I did something actually wrong or if it's just backed up. Alright, so now we will hook this back up here. And this time, I don't need all this. I only have... I should only have 4 belts that are Schmoovin items. Or 3 belts, I mean, that are Schmoovin items. Yeah, there we go. Which might not be enough, realistically. So what do we have here? We have... Did I do this wrong? I'm sorry, what? I'm not quite understanding. Why this is the way it is. What? Okay. So 2 launches it to the 2nd level? But why is it on 2? I don't understand. Interesting. Okay. Sure. Is this doing something? Yeah, that's these. Don't like that. Alright. Okay. I guess it makes sense that everything is not going to work exactly how I wanted it to, but you know. There we go. Those things are starting to touch base. Good song. I don't know what the game wants me to do. I'm confused. This. Wait. Okay. Delete these. Big brain move. Yeah. Cool. All right. One of these machines is not working very efficiently. That's interesting. Considering they're the exact same thing. Just need some time to stockpile, or no, it just needs a little time. All right. Well, yeah. So I don't really know what to talk about or how to commentate this very well. I guess I'm not as quippy as I thought I was. Maybe I am, but don't want to drag on. Don't want to bore. Obviously, this video is not going to perform as well as some of the others, but because not really an idea going on here, but we'll see how this goes. I'll probably make some follow-up videos on this. Some other ideas for things I have. Some other things I have ideas for. I don't know. I want to make. What do I want to do? Well, I want to make a video on Oxygen Not Included, I think. You know, the other clay game. The other big clay game. I think I want to make a video on... I've definitely got to touch on Terraria or something at some point. And Spelunky, which is the game I played in my Dispatch video. I want to make another Dispatch video too once the Infinite Dispatch comes out, because I think that's a thing they're doing soon. And that's going to be a bunch of fun. I love that game. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. Sorry for this being not a very good video. It's definitely a bit of a change of pace from what I normally have to say. This one is a lot more silence and thinking, but I think I'm going to leave it uncut and just have this to be something you can play in the background. Some slop. I know that I love listening to slop. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching if you did. Love you. Bye-bye.